Hi everyone. This is our midterm project for the big data class. So we worked on the Charles Book Club dataset, which includes information about individuals who are members of a book club, such as data on customer characteristics, purchase history, and spending behavior. Our goal is to understand how customers purchase books. For example, how many they spend and which factors influence their buying decisions. By analyzing these patterns, we can find useful insights for improving marketing strategies and identifying different types of customers. Our dataset includes information on about 2,900 customers and 16 variables. These variables describe both customer characteristics and their book purchasing behavior. For example, we have gender, which shows whether the customer is male or female, recency, which means how many months they have passed since the last purchase, and first purchase, which tells us how long the customer has been a member. There are also several variables that shows how many books were bought from different categories, such as uh, child books, cookbooks, art books, and geography books. And our first outcome variable, Y1, is the total amount of money each customer spent on books. And the second outcome, Y2, shows whether the customer bought the art history of Florence. These two variables, Y1 and Y2, are the main focus on our analysis. Okay. This table summarizes five main variables in our dataset. First, for total spending, the mean is about $210, and the median is similar, around 212, which suggests that spending is fairly balanced. Most customers spend between about $130 and $280. For recency, the mean is about 30 months. So on average, customers made their last purchase roughly a year ago. Some some have purchased more recently, while others haven't bought for up to 3 years. The variable first purchase shows how long customers have been members. The mean is 26.5 months, meaning most have been with the club for around 2 years. The average number of child books purchased is very low, around 0.64, and the median is 0, which tells us the most members did not buy any children books. Only a small number of customers bought several. Finally, the mean of gender variable is 0.71, meaning roughly 70% of members are female. This shows that women make up the majority of the club's customer base. This histogram shows the total amount of money customers spend on books. Spending ranges from around $50 to $500. This distribution is almost symmetric, but with a slight right skew. Most customers spend between about $150 and $300, and a few spend more. Next, we looked at the correlation matrix and heat map. We can see that total spending Y1 has a moderate positive correlation with first purchase, about 0.44, and with child books about 0.36. This means customers who have been members longer or buy more children books tend to spend more overall. Other variables like recency and gender shows almost no correlation with spending. The strongest relationship among predictors is between first purchase and child books, with a correlation of 0.64, meaning that customers who have been with the club longer tend to buy more children books.
Great. Thank you, Mizuki. So now let me start talking about data preparation. So I split the data set into 60% training and 40% validation. So for Y1, I exclude Y2 to avoid data leakage and vice versa. And different random sample are used to ensuring independence. Well, this is what we want, right? And this setup improve the model reliability and avoid overfitting. Next slide, please. So now I want talking about model one Y1 for regression. Model one use all 14 predictors and explain 27% of Y1's varieties. 7 varieties are significant, including first part, child books, cookbooks, and art books. The RMSE was 86.6, so it tells us around 49% of the mean shows moderate accuracy. Next slide, please. Uh, Now move to model 2 and Y1 stepwise regression. Stepwise regression reduced predictors from 14 to 9, and adjust R square was 0.2753, similar to model 1 with RMSE of 86.77. Accuracy stayed the same, but the model became simpler and easier to interpret. Next slide, please. Model 3 for Y2 logistic regression. So Model 3 includes 13 predictors for Y2. 6 are significant. Gender are first part, cookbooks, art books, and short books. Genders and are negative. Art books and short books are positive, right? And the model captured the key patterns, but need to refinement. This is what we want talking about. Next slide. So I want talking about validation. The ROC curve shows a AUC of 0.614, only slightly better than random. Sensitivity and specificity are moderate, shows limited classification power, and we can totally can see from this number, right? Next slide, please. For Model 4 stepwise logistic regression, stepwise selection reduced predictors to 8 and keep 6 significant ones. The model became more efficiency and interpretable while maintaining accuracy. Key predictors like art books, George books positive, positively influence purchase likelihoods. Next slide, please. And I want to talk about Model 4 validation and comparison a little bit. So Model 4's Model 4's AUC was 0.629, slightly better than 0.614 in Model 3. And so those still below 0.7, it performed better with few variable, I believe. And stepwise selection improved both simplicity and performance as well. And in the end, I want to do a little conclusion for Y1. Both models show similar accuracy, but stepwise model was simpler, right? And for Y2, AUC improved slightly from 0.6614 to 0.629 after stepwise selection. So overall, we can see there's like a few fewer but well-choose predictors and giving efficiency and interpretable result. Thank you. That's